Here's your linium. Oh, did you manage to find any linium? Sure did. Here you go. Thanks. This is exactly what I was hoping to get my hands on. This should be plenty to serve as a research sample. Hey, I'm happy to hear that. Of course, you actually went in and cleared the monsters out of there. I'm sure you could get plenty more. That's something we can consider after we prove this is viable material. That's all part of the research. This is Professor Schmidt we're talking about. I'm sure he'll deliver some kind of interesting result. It was an honor to have been able to aid the professor's research. It was a pretty rough job, though. Thanks, I'm grateful for all your help. And I'd like you to take these as a reward. U material times 10. Thank you very much. I'm not sure what use I'll have for U material after this, other than making super rare and super rare quartz. Anyway, it's back to work for me now. Good luck with your field study. Thank you. Glad we could help out. I heard that in New Game Plus you can use it to get Zemurian ore shards, but you'd have to farm a lot of it. And with that, the moment I leave, I'll get forced into an event, so I better save in a separate slot real quick. And this event will involve conditional AP. Looks like the sun's starting to set already. That took longer than I expected. So I'm not surprised. That was a hard day's work, even by our standards. Well, at least we were able to finish all the requests, and that's what really matters. Now let's head back home and wait for my mother. You said it. Someone seems awfully cheerful. Huh? What's wrong? There's something going on over there. Oh. Seems like something's out of the ordinary. Sounds like it's coming from the plaza on the lower floor. Let's go take a closer look. Oh boy. And we're locked into there too. What happened now? Maybe the army and the provincial army and RMP are fighting each other? Hey, isn't that... No way! Yep, I was right. They are at each other's throats. As usual. What are the provincial army and RMP doing here? Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. This doesn't look good. I don't know what's happening, but these guys look like they mean business. Let's go down to the lower floor and get a closer look. Right. The escalator. They cordoned it off? What are they thinking? Looks like we'll have to find our way down. What a bunch of suspicious looking people. Seriously, what's wrong with them? What are they doing? Is there another path down I could use? Oh, there's an elevator. Oh yeah, I forgot there's an elevator that I can use to go between the levels. Right. This is bad. Preserving ore in Ruhr is the duty of the Northia Provincial Army. Our duty. We've had quite enough of outsiders like yourself swaggering into town as though you own the place. If I may, we're currently here on a mission for which we have full authority. Besides, the expansion of the railways has increased the flow of money, information, and people across the country. These days, it takes a modern organization to maintain order in an interconnected world. That organization is the RMP. So why don't you take your sashes and your pointy helmets and kindly keep out of our way? They finally brought up the pointy helmets. You son of a... Sir, I can't let insolence like this tarnish our good name. Now, let's not be too hasty here. They may answer to the Chancellor, but with this many of them, they're nothing more than a mob of uniforms. What? They're just gonna run us over with tanks or something? What the hell? Armored cars? How the hell did these guys almost win the war against Liberal when they're this busy at being at each other's throats? Are you insane? You can't just roll military vehicles into the middle of a city. On the contrary, arms exist as tools to defend one's territory, one's country. Had we been the ones fighting the terrorists, I assure you, we would not have been outsmarted. Citizens of Ruhr, you have nothing to fear. In these dangerous times with terrorists running rampant, the Norcia Provincial Army is here to defend you from harm. And defend you we shall. These glorified beat cops are out of their depth. They know nothing of this community. I suggest you don't place too much trust in them. What a blowhard. It's like he's spoiling for a fight. She's really selling it to the populace. But they can't just drive armored cars right onto city streets. Ugh, what do we do? They're both officially recognized military organizations. I don't think there's much we can do. But if for some reason things turn ugly, let's do everything we can to get all the nearby residents to safety. Right. Well, I guess that's as much help as we can offer. Pretty much.
You're quite correct, of course. Both the Provincial Army and the Railway Military Police have their own roles to fill, each important to the Empire.
Oh, hey. Isn't that... Captain Claire? I didn't know you had arrived. I'll take things from here. Yes, Captain. Yes, ma'am. So that's her, huh? Yeah, the infamous Icy Maiden. Good day to you, officer. I believe the Imperial government notified you 2 days ago we'd be conducting patrols and investigations in the area. Has that really caused such inconvenience that you felt compelled to bring an armored car within the city limits? Well, and frankly, I can't bring myself to agree with your assertion that we're out of our depth here. The railway is a network that crosses the entire Empire, allowing us to dispatch forces anywhere at a moment's notice. We can also gather divisions across the country in one place in a matter of hours. In fact, we pride ourselves on it. It's our distinguishing feature as a division of the armed forces. Really? I do keep seeing them pop up in the Imperial Chronicle. Looks like Claire showed up at the perfect time. As quick-witted as ever, too. Now there's a classy lady for you. We have no quarrel with you and no reason to argue. We have enough on our plate with the terrorists as it is. But we've got a job to do, and so do you. Unfortunately, our commitment is to the people of this nation. I'm sure you feel the same, no? With that...
A query for you, then. How would you respond if a crisis were to occur in multiple places at the same time?
Oh. Rufus! Oh hey, Yusuf's brother really gets around. And always turns up where we least expect him. Lord Rufus, we didn't know you were in Ruhr. Are you leaving already? Indeed I am. His lordship asked me to extend my stay, but I'm afraid I have business to attend to elsewhere. I'll be heading out in a short order. So that's Duke Alberea Zella's son. As the noble faction's biggest up-and-comer, he sure dresses the part.
Ah, Captain Claire Revelt, I presume? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've heard much about you.
I'm kind of disappointed the provincial army officer didn't have that really large ham accent like in Berea Hard.
It's an honor, Lord Alberea.
Please, no need for formalities between us. Rufus is fine. Still, you seem puzzled as to what I'm doing in Ruhr. Or to be more specific, how I got here. Do I assume correctly?
Huh?
The country's railways are completely under your control. Had I taken a train, you would have known it. And yet, there are no signs I passed through Ruhr Airport either. The truth is more mundane than fantastic. I arrived aboard the Alberea family's private airship, which currently sits just off a highway on the outskirts of the city, awaiting my return. Blind spots are an unavoidable reality. We all have them. As on the ball as you are, you do well not to overestimate your own superiority. After all, the hardest falls are the ones we don't see coming.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Now, isn't it time both sides withdrew?
That sounds awfully suspicious. Even though he's got a point, what does that mean? Does that mean the Noble faction really is secretly trying to screw over the RMP by bringing the terrorists? Maybe that's the blind spot.
And remove those unsightly vehicles from the streets at once. A provincial army must conduct itself with valor and grace at all times. Would you not agree?
Precisely, my lord. Withdraw! Armored crews, stand down. Yes, my lord. Run! Oh, fortune finds us face to face once again. So it seems. Thank you for defusing that situation the other day. Hey, you needn't be so formal. I was just in town to speak with the Marquis on my father's behalf. Ah, I imagine you two must have a lot to talk about. Probably recruiting him for the Noble faction, huh? And indeed we did, and the Marquis never makes it an easy time. I took advantage of all the excitement surrounding the courageous maiden voyage to make my little trip unnoticed. Given the current climate, it's impossible to predict what may happen, both here and in Ordis. You have 3 days of your field study remaining. I suggest you focus on your assigned tasks and stay out of trouble. I'm looking forward to seeing what Class 7 has to show at the Academy's festival, after all. Woo. Man, you meet Eustace and you think you've seen the nobility's golden boy. Then you meet Rufus. I'm actually kind of impressed. I almost look to admit it, but over time, I've gotten a good impression that he's a good man, for a noble anyway. He's a sharp guy. I can see why he has as much sway in the noble faction as he does. Well, it looks like the sun's about to set. Why don't we call it a day here? My mother might know what's going on with the provincial army and the RMP. Yeah, I can get behind that. Nothing happened in Ruhr without Marquis Ragnar say so. We need to figure out what he's up to. I'm also rather curious as to what brought the RMP out here. Or army, who seems to be driving tanks into the cities to win arguments now. Yeah, there's gotta be something behind the scenes we don't know about. That's gonna make for some interesting dinner conversation, huh? It's like they're trying to set up a civil war. Find out soon enough. Anyway, come on, I'll show you to my home. Though I guess you've already been there. It's just part of the Reinford building. Huh? Wait a minute. So you live in the penthouse suite on floors 24 and 25, yes. That's my family's house, more or less.
Man, I can't believe your family has the top 2 floors of a world-class high-rise all to itself.
Yeah, even high-ranking nobles would trip over themselves to secure a luxury suite like this.
I was afraid you guys would react exactly like you just did. That's why I just kept my mouth shut. Sure, it's large, but it's so pointlessly large for just 2 people, and the only servant we have is Sharon. If you have Sharon, that's the only maid you need, even for a place this big.
You said it. Well, we'll be guests here for the next 3 days. So, thanks for having us, Elisa.
Well, of course. Don't mention it.
My. Is it just me, or do I detect more than a hint of red on Lady Elisa's fair visage?
Could she be embarrassed? I am not.
We're here on a field study, so could we at least try to take this a little more seriously?
Oh, lighten up, Machias. It just wouldn't be a proper field study without one of us getting embarrassed about our family.
You're getting surprisingly self-aware in this series.
Welcome home, everyone.
Feels nice to be back. I'll just ignore how you popped up to greet us the moment we walked through the door.
I just couldn't wait to see you. Now, if you'll just follow me, I'll show you inside.
What? Oh. Top floor penthouse.
Whoa. Well, I'm impressed.
This is even more grandiose than I'd expected.
You can see the whole town out there below. Talk about the lap of luxury.
Looks like a comfy place to take a nap. You guys really think so? I've been away from Ruhr for half a year, so I guess it does feel kind of nice to be home.
I guess that's natural.
I've already finished preparing dinner. Please, let me know whenever you're ready to eat.
Thank you.
I don't know about all of you, but I'm pretty hungry. What do you say we... Oh, wait, actually we can't, can we? Mother said she'd be eating with us tonight, so we need to wait until she comes home.
Yeah, fat chance of that. What if she is pulling another all-nighter?
There are quite a few things we need to ask her, too.
Don't tell me...
Actually, my lady...
Yeah, I knew it.
I'm afraid I received a call from the chairman earlier about that.
What?
Oh boy. What's going on here anyways? She can't even take a break for dinner or something?
Lisa, if you wolf down so much food so quickly...
You'll get fat.
Binge eating.
Ah! It's just this once. I eat a balanced diet the rest of the time.
I'm the opposite. If I get depressed, and feel bad about my life, I don't feel like eating my favorite foods.
But you've been bolting down every course so quickly, I'm surprised you haven't inhaled your napkin.
Maybe we're gonna need to rethink your stage outfit for the concert.
Crap. I almost forgot about that.
Maybe I should put her in the active party so she can burn off all those calories.
If you're worrying about us, you don't need to, you know? I know your mother promised she'd have dinner with us, but we all know she's a busy woman.
And she said she'd try to make some time for us tomorrow instead.
That's what they all say, and then the next tomorrow and so on.
But still... It's not that it bothers me so much, but she sits on Thor's board of directors. Who's she meeting with that's so important she can't even clear a little time to see us? She got off the Lusitania already, didn't she?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to say. She's not out on a date with a gentleman or engaging in any lascivious behavior, if that puts your mind at ease.
Yeah, she seems like the type to be forever alone at this rate.
That's not what I'm worried about. Not even close. Honestly, hearing she was seeing a man might even put my mind at ease.
It's all business.
Elisa?
After dinner, we got straight to work finishing our reports for the day. If it were me, I'd get writer's block during while writing the report and then fail the whole class. Even if I smoked the monsters. Even if I smoked the boss with domination courts, I'd still get writer's block and fail. Tragic. With Chairman Irina canceling her dinner appointment with us, the tensions between the provincial army and the Royal Military Police and Rufus's suspicious behavior, it was clear that something significant was happening behind the scenes. We just weren't sure exactly what. Maybe the chair, maybe the Irina Rainford is trying to double deal in the upcoming civil war, if it happens. Probably. Well, we have the rest of the night free, so we might as well enjoy ourselves. You're welcome to look around the house as much as you want. But under no circumstances are you to set foot in my or Sharon's bedroom without express permission. So I know. That's our Elisa. I heard you might have a private library here. Might I be able to peruse your collection? Of course, would you show him the way, Sharon? As you wish, my lady. Guess we should nail down the rest of the stuff for festival concert too. Yeah, there's still a few bits we need to make some final decisions on. You want me to help out with that? No, I'd rather keep you fresh so I can get your opinion on our finished plan as a whole. One honest first impression on where you think we've got what we got will go over the audience. Alright, makes sense to me. Well, good luck. Anyway, let me show you to my room, Fee. Thanks. Alright. Once this is done... Now that I'm inside, I have to speak to my party members. They're all labeled with red. Any specific books I can pick up here? Nope. All for show. Would you like another cup of coffee, Master Machias? Oh, yes, please. What about you, Masterine? Are you happy to take your cup directly to Lady Lisa's room if that's what you like? Or could you just, bring it out here? That'd be great. Serving guests is one of his maid's many duties. So let me know if there's anything I can do to make you feel more at home. Anything at all. Something so I get the feeling she feeds off my discomfort. Reen, this room is amazing. So many books here on a panoply of different subjects. It's as though you never again need to visit a library. I guess it's safe to say it meets with your approval. Yeah, I can say that. It's not every day I see such a well-curated collection. I feel a little giddy. Sharon told me that this room and the one adjacent were once Gwen's private rooms, which means all the books here were part of his personal collection. Wow, he does seem like a really smart guy with a lot of different interests, so I guess it makes sense he'd have a mountain of books like this. Never had the opportunity to meet him, but he must be quite the Renaissance man. I'm going to park myself in here and luxuriate in this buffet of knowledge for the evening, I think. Nothing in this room. Little indoor garden. And then... Whoops, already been here. Here there's Crow and Elliot. Yo, good timing. I'm torn between these two designs for the girls' concert outfits. Which revs your engine more, A or B? Let's see. Do I actually get to look at them? No? Whoa, back it up. Neither of these. If we want to lock in the guys' votes, we're going to have to give them what they want. Push those boundaries of good taste. Then we go in for the kill with a little wardrobe malfunction at the end, and victory's as good as ours. We won't be winning anything but a trip to the principal's office if we get banned from participating. First, you need to make them a bit less revealing. Actually, make that a lot less revealing. And what's up with these little comments in the margins? Optimal bounce vectors show them titties. Are you serious? Wow, I knew we were overdue for a long talk about your prudish tendencies. Well, those issues aside, the base designs both look pretty good. I'm leaning toward B. I think it look good on everyone. Is that so? Alright, I'll give this one a little more polish then. Got the general outline pretty much squared away. Now all we need is to nail down the outfits and the songs, and I'm sure it'll all come together. You just leave it to us. When we pull off the show, we're gonna be school legends. Plans for the concert going okay? Yep, they sure are. Decided who'll be on what instruments and have a good idea of what our 2 songs are going to sound like. We should have everything pretty set by the time the trip's over. By then, I'm hoping we'll be able to show what we've got to the rest of the class. Fantastic, sounds like things are really coming together then. Let me know if there's anything I can do. I'll be glad to pitch in. Sure thing. I want our performance to at least be as good as the one Crow and the others put on last year, if not better. We're almost there. Just gotta get a few more things sorted out first. You can see that orbital generator from here. 56 degrees. Alright, this is the downstairs area. That's to continue the story. Can't go here. Thing in here. How about these 2 rooms? There's a lot. Oh, they have a laundry machine, but none of the games ever seem to have toilets. Because no one has to poop in this series for some reason. No one poops or pees ever. All their what would usually get turned to poop just gets converted into CP, I guess. That would explain it. It's converted to hit point and CP completely. The people of Zemuria are far more efficient than real humans. I think this is Elisa's room. Knock. Oh, it's me, Rean. Can I come in? Oh, hey, it's Rean. Of course. Wow, so this is your room, huh? It's a lot bigger than I would have guessed. Really nice and tidy, too. Like the view from the window. Honestly, were you raised in a barn? You don't just roam a girl's room checking everything out. Whoops, sorry. These days, my mother is the only one who even uses this floor. There's so much space, it must feel pretty lonely having it all to herself. Elisa? Just a passing thought. Are you nervous because there's a boy in your room? I can always find somewhere else. No, it's fine, don't leave. I mean, yeah, it's the first time a guy's been in my room, but... Hey, you tricked me into admitting that. I didn't ask you to say anything. Don't fight, you two. Wait, I can play Blade with these 2? Huh? That was sudden. Alright, I'll just play Blade off screen then. Alright, let's get your second conversations. It's a nice room, great view too. And the windows are even bulletproof. Should get a good night's sleep here. I don't really think that's something you need to worry about. I don't know, those terrorists seem to have it in for us. Well, seeing as we'll be spending a few nights here, I might as well start getting things set up. You don't need to volunteer to help, you know. We do have Sharon on the payroll for housekeeping. I know. If only every other class got their own field study, then maybe the terrorist attention would be divided upon every class in Thors instead of just ours. They wouldn't just be gunning after class 7 all the time. They'd have to go after class 1 and 2 and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so now that I've done this, Go back upstairs. There's Sharon. What's she doing? Huh? I have a hunch Sharon knows something. Maybe I should see if she'll tell me anything. Can't hurt to try. What happened if I tried to play Sharon Blade? Would she like always get the best hand or something? Stacking a deck with her mad skills? Oh, Masterine, is there something I can help you with? Perhaps you like to wash your back but want some help with those hard to reach spots? Not to worry, I'm here to help. I think I'll pass. Actually, Sharon, is Lisa's mother really alright? Hey, there's nothing to worry about the chairman. It's not as though she's wrestling with some abnormally large crisis or anything like that. I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss the specifics with you. I understand that. I can't help but think about the quarrel between the provincial army and the RMP we saw this evening. I'm guessing the reason she couldn't make it is somehow related to that. That way you like to just throw potential theories out there reminds me of Lady Sarah. Perhaps that's thanks to her guidance as your instructor. I'm not really sure how to feel about that. I'm not really sure about that. Your lack of denial tells me I'm on the right track. Hey, you may interpret it however you see fit. However, I'd like to reassure you that there's no need for you to worry about the chairman. I'd much rather see you direct your concern toward Lady Elisa. Alright. Sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. Don't worry, Masterine. A maid must always be available to serve guests. Still, are you certain you don't feel like a rejuvenating back scrub? I'd be happy to give you a stimulating massage too, if that's your wish. Stimulating? Or, I mean, I'm A-okay, thank you. Alright, as soon as I leave, an event will happen. You'll have to direct your concern toward Lady Lisa. It may prove an opportune chance for you after all. Opportune for what? Huh? Where's Lisa going? To the flower garden. Lisa? Wonder what she's doing. Maybe I should go see. Still don't feel that great.
Oh man, I lost!
I won with only number cards. Seriously, how does that even work? Crow had exactly one mirror card. I think Crow used the mirror card or something. Or no, he used a Thunderbolt card at some point. The mirror one was what he started with when he drew. Yeah, I don't know how that worked. But somehow I beat Crow by 1 point. That was very weird. Alright, now I gotta... Alright then, better get the rest of the points done before talking to Elisa for realsies this time. Yo, Elliot, all finished brainstorming ideas for a concert? Yep, just about. I'm almost gonna use some magic editing powers to make this work. Hey Reen, aren't you worried about what happened earlier? Of course I am. The RMP and the provincial armies have never been on great terms, with driving armored cars onto the city streets. I can't help but get a feeling there's a lot going on behind the scenes we don't know about. Think we can look into it a little tomorrow if we get a chance? I think Elisa's really been worried about it too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to swap around the scenes a bit. This is kind of... And it's really kind of sucks that I mistimed it. So at least it's got something on her mind. I wonder if the chairman's sudden change in plans has something to do with what happened earlier. You noticed too? Of course I did. You could practically see it on her face. I guess that something's going on down in Ruhr. Something big. Maybe we should take some time here and there tomorrow to look into it. I think that'd be good. Okay. Marcus is on the other side of the hall. Perhaps it's just me, but does the chairman's sudden cancellation not strike you as slightly out of character? Considering how much of a multitasking virtuoso she is, you expect her schedule to have the weight of law. So it seems unnatural she'd suddenly cancel her dinner plans with us. It's not just you, I thought the same thing. I'm concerned that something out of the ordinary came up. I can only hope tomorrow brings us some hint as to what happened. Sounds as though he's worried about Elisa.
Hey, Elisa.
Now it's voiced.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, were you worried?
A little, yeah. Seeing you like that just kind of reminded me of that night in Nord.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm so pathetic. I keep going on about how I'm going to be independent, but then I get all worked up over something as trivial as this.
Seeing the city from above at night is really something, though. And to think, you got to take in a beautiful view like this every night growing up.
Yeah, I guess so. It used to be my grandfather, my father, and my mother here. Then after my father died, Sharon joined us. But through the years, my family has always enjoyed seeing the lighted windows of Ruhr at night.
That's a very odd timing for Sharon to join up.
Something that never changed, huh? I guess it is to you what Ymir's mountains are to me.
Maybe every family has something like that. Still, first my grandfather left. And now Sharon and I aren't here most of the time either. Mother just stays here all on her own. Every time I think of that, I just feel like crying. It breaks my heart. I can't understand why she chooses to be so alone.
I thought so. You're not just angry at her then.
Well, she gets under my skin, that's nothing new. But if I was in her place, I don't know how I'd cope. I couldn't live like she does, losing herself in her work all alone with no friends or loved ones by her side. She wasn't like that before, back when my dad was still alive.
That's her dad, huh?
She's always been a career woman, but back then she was kind. Funny. She had this warmth, you know?
She didn't have lines under her eyes either.
But ever since Dad passed away, she hasn't been the same. Work became her life. She pushed Grandfather out as chairman, all for what? More work? I've never seen her indulge herself. Not even once. If she isn't dining with some business partner, she eats nutrition bars instead of meals. Sharon scolds her for it, but...
Ouch.
That's how she is. And that's why I'm scared. I don't want life to just pass her by.
That's really sweet, Elisa.
Where did that come from?
You're always looking out for the people in your life. Even when they get on your nerves, you still care about them. It's like how you and I were at first, or how you were with Laura and Fee. Heck, I still remember how you told me off for hurting my sister's feelings. You've been keeping an eye out for Milliam all this time, too. And you should know that we're all really grateful to you for it. Especially me. I'm worried about what's happening here in Ruhr, too. This is your home, and your mother might be caught up in whatever's going on. I think we should look into it. What do you say?
What? But with all our field study tasks, where would we find the time?
I guess we'll just have to complete these tasks even faster than usual.
Why not do it while we're out handling those? Making some headway is always better than making none, right? I mean, I'm not the only one who feels this way. Everyone else does too. Fee cares. So does Elliot. Machias does too. Even Crow's been concerned about you. We can use our time in the city to poke around and find out more about what's going on.
Oh shoot, I think I missed a chance to play Blade with Machias, Crow, and Elliot. Shoot.
You know, kind of like we always do.
Well, if you say so, but I'll save the things
I may
for
have
later.
to I think I saved, so maybe I can redo the scene off screen. I don't know.
I doubt Sharon will tell us anything, no matter how much we pester her. But I'll ask around and see if anyone I know has any idea what might be going on. It shouldn't be too late to give some of them a call at least.
Alright, I'll leave the info gathering to you. Once we get our task list tomorrow, we can discuss how we want to do this.
Alright. Anyway, I think I'm going to start calling my contacts. Oh, and one more thing. If I were you, I wouldn't go around stroking girls' heads like that. I mean, you don't just go whispering sweet nothings into any girl's ear, do you? This isn't so different, really.
Huh? Oh. I guess you're right. Sorry, it's something I always did to my sister when she was feeling down. But now that you mention it, she did seem to resent it more as she got older. But when I stopped doing it, she called me insensitive and got all upset anyway.
Ah, I can't win!
I think your sister and I would have a lot to talk about. But anyway, I'll see you later.
Alright. Well, she seems like she's feeling better now. I just hope our efforts will turn up some good leads.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo that so I can get the 50 extra points with everyone. Be right back. Alright, so far I've been playing around with Process Lasso. Apparently they don't just adjust CPU affinities. They also have all these algorithms for managing your processes. I turned all of those extra modes off because I don't think it works well with OBS. I compared recordings and I think that it's slightly better with the modes off. All I need right now is to just adjust CPU affinity so that everything just stays on one die. All the gameplay stuff.
Huh? Call functionality works here? I guess it would, seeing as we're right in the headquarters of the company that built these. Maybe it's the instructor. Hello, Rean Schwarzer speaking.
Oh good, it went through.
Claire?
Glad I was able to get your number from Milliam.
Is this Captain Claire?
It is. I apologize for calling so late. Are you free right now?
Yeah. What's up?
There's something important I'd like to discuss with you. But it's a matter best discussed in person.
Oh boy. Let me make sure I'm in the right page in the guide. There's an AP conditional coming up soon.
Would it be possible for you to meet me in the city? Sooner is preferable.
Like, right now? Would this happen to be related to our field study?
Technically speaking, yes. But with the provincial army on alert, traveling in a large group would draw too much suspicion. That's why I decided to contact you directly. You're the team leader.
People keep saying that, but I never recall agreeing to it. But, sure, I guess. I'll head out right now. Where should I meet you?
Go to the upper level. On the south side of the elevated walkway, you'll see a bar called F. It's a quiet, upscale establishment. The perfect place for a private discussion.
A bar called F on the south side of the upper level. Got it. I'll head there right away.
I'll be waiting. I'm not on a schedule or anything, though, so there's no need to rush. You've got time. And, by the way, I'd rather you didn't mention any of this to Elisa.
This is bad news. It must involve her mother somehow.
Huh? Why?
Because what I want to discuss with you happens to involve the Reinford Company. But I'll leave it to your discretion. Anyway, you know where to find me.
I guess the company is maybe secretly in league with
Feels a bit
the
cruel
Noble
to keep only
faction.
Elisa out of the loop. But it sounds like it's pretty important. I think it'd be better to go now and tell everyone else about it later.
Oh boy. Time to save in a separate slot. Okay, I'm pretty sure my recording should be going okay right now. I tested it with these settings, so yeah. I try to open this. Oh shoot, I just realized. Wait a minute. Don't tell me it was actually possible to still play Blade with them. No? I guess that was really my last chance to play Blade. Good thing I used my editing powers to rearrange my clips. Where are you calling, Crow? Oh, Jellica's out? No, I'm chilling at Elisa's place right now. There's something I wanted to ask about. Mind checking in with Toa for me, George? Thanks. I was just talking with George, huh? Oh yeah, this line sounds perfect for a rock song. I'll have to ask Crow what he thinks of that for stanza tomorrow. Okay, this should be other people. There's Elisa on her phone. Hi Yuna, sorry for calling so late, but there's something I wanted to ask you about. Yeah, I figured you might have some idea. Huh. Oh, Masterine. Hey, have you decided you'd like a full body massage after all? No, I mean I shouldn't. There's no shame in being honest with yourself. I know that one day you'll cast your cares to the wind. But in the meantime, if you ever need me, just call out my name in your heart. And I'll come running to your side. That sounds more like a superhero than a maid. If there's anyone who can actually do that, it's Sharon. None here. What's up, B? How come you've got all your stuff out? Oh, I'm going to take a bath. Sorry, let me get out now. At some point tonight. Even Fee's teasing me these days. Alright. For reals this time. Alright then. Head out. Start moving.
Huh. I need to leave, but I don't want to leave the front door unlocked. But if I ask someone to lock up behind me, they'll want to know where I'm going. I guess I might have to tell Elisa where I'm going after all.
Will you be stepping out?
Sharon? I couldn't even tell she was there.
There's no need to explain. That glimmer in your eyes tells me all I need to know. Not to worry, Masterine. Your secret's safe with me. So enjoy your night to the fullest.
What exactly does she think I'm doing?
Wait, what?
You have a date with a fetching young lady, don't you? I'll make sure no one notices your absence, especially my lady. Just be certain you're back by morning.
Is it possible she listened in on the phone conversation?
I'm not that lucky. I just got word that this acquaintance of mine was visiting Ruhr. And they wanted to catch up a bit, so I was going to slip out and see them for a little while.
Very well then. I'll lock up behind you. I'd also be glad to help you build an ironclad alibi. No one would think twice, even if you were to stay out all night.
I appreciate the thought, but I don't think that'll be necessary. Anyway, I'll be back later.
Of course. Take care.
That's probably not a cover story I'd like to use. Alright, down the elevator.
It's past 9 already, but I still see quite a few people working. I guess it comes with the territory, working for the world's largest industrial manufacturer.
Huh? I thought I saw someone move really quickly.
What was that?
Okay. I can see her on the other side. Look at her. You don't see me, Fee. You don't. Look at that. Look at Fee. I see you there.
Whoops.
I thought so. Hey! Why are you running away?
Huh. That was sneaky. Yes.
I'm surprised you noticed me. I was trying pretty hard to be stealthy.
How long were you hiding there? Wait, have you been trailing me ever since I left the penthouse?
Well, I saw you slip out. So, where are you going? Are you really headed out for a late-night romantic rendezvous?
What kinds of lies has Sharon been feeding you anyway? Okay, here's what's up.
Reen explained how Captain Claire had called him and asked him to come out for a meeting.
That totally sounds like a rendezvous. Sorry, I shouldn't have interfered.
Whoa, it's not like that. Well, you know everything I know about it now. Why don't you come too?
You sure?
No reason not to. It sounded like whatever info she's got has something to do with our field study.
I better reload that and see what happens if you fail to notice Fee. Just walk out of the building without trying to look for Fee. Maybe she'll catch it. Maybe she'll sneak up right behind you and say "boo" or something.
And honestly, I wasn't all that keen on having a one-on-one with a military officer to begin with.
Gotcha. But first, I want to walk around a bit.
Huh?
After we've been walking around all day?
Whenever I come to a new city, I always like to get a feel for what it's like during the day and the night. I feel kind of uneasy if I don't.
Oh, right. It must be a Jaeger thing. Alright, I'll join you for a little stroll. I don't want to keep the captain waiting too long, though. Will once around town be enough?
That'll be fine. Okay, let's roll.
AP increased by 2, and I get some Link experience with her. Fee joins. Okay, but I'm going to save in a separate slot, and then now I'm going to just see what happens if I fail. Okay, here's the scene if you don't notice Fee quick enough.
Fee? How long have you been there? Wait, have you been trailing me ever since I left the penthouse?
Well, I saw you slip out. So, where are you going?
Oh, I see. The scene does mostly play out the same. Okay, no matter if you get caught or catch Fee first, the journal entry seems to be mostly the same. So yeah, that would be a pretty hard. That would make it kind of hard to tell if you actually got it or not unless you paid attention, huh?
By the way, did you happen to run into Sharon on your way out?
She saw me leaving, but she just let me go.
Even the best maids aren't that all-knowing.
Okay, so now there's an opportunity to get a Red Moon Rose book. Apparently, it's in the northeast corner. Huh? But I have to go down the escalator first. Some kind of old man I can talk to? Where? East should be that away. Is it the man with the dog? Oh my, I was so caught up with my ring I didn't notice the time. I think it's about time Zink and I head home. That was a good book though. How would you like to read it? Alright, this kid here has a hidden quest for me. Toddy, where are you? Sob, I gave up. You can come on out. Why is the kid out this late? Yeah, I'm a bit concerned myself. Maybe we should try talking to him. Is something wrong? Who are you? Don't worry, we're good guys. But being out this late on your own could be dangerous. Shouldn't you be back at home with your family? Well, I want to go home, but Toddy said he really wanted to play hide and seek. Hide and seek? This late at night? Yeah, we were playing earlier too, but when I accidentally found him, he got really annoyed by it. Maybe it's because I usually can't find him at all and have to give up. But anyway, he ran off saying that there was no way I'd find him this time. No holds barred hide and seek sounds kind of fun. How fun it is isn't the issue here. Both of your families know where you are, right? Yeah, we're next door neighbors, so we were told it was okay as long as we didn't go too far from home. I think Ty's gotten himself pretty far away this time, though. That could be a problem. Yup, maybe we should start seeking. Are you sure? Of course, you want to find him as soon as possible too, right? And besides, I doubt he's having a lot of fun being hidden away on his own this late at night. Thank you. Okay then. Any idea where he hid himself? Well, he wouldn't have hidden indoors, that's against the rules. I've searched all over the hiding places he's ever used before. I can't find him anywhere. I hope he hasn't gotten himself stuck anywhere hard to get to. Sounds like he really didn't want to be found, so he's probably somewhere he wouldn't normally hide. Maybe the upper level. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, let's see if we can find anywhere on the upper level that a child might try to hide. Thank you for helping. Good luck.
Wow, this city's got a nice feel at night.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
I think I sent someone nearby. Really? Yeah, now you mention it, I can too. I think it's the kid we're looking for? Probably, let's take a look. Don't tell me you got stuck in the box. This wooden box is pretty suspicious. No kidding, and I can sense someone inside. The boy we're looking for is named Todd, right? Todd, if you're in there, let us know. You've been surrounded. There's nowhere to run. What the? Huh? Who are you guys? Got him. Locomo sent us to come look for you. I can't believe he seriously got adults to help him. That's cheating. Well, to be fair, it was our suggestion. He was pretty worried about you, though, since it's getting so late. What were you going to do if he never found you? You didn't seem to want to be found, so I doubt you would have come out on your own. Well, you might want to set up a time limit next time you do this. Bah, fine, I'll go home. I'm amazed you managed to find me in that box, though. We can't all be masters of stealth. Hiding in a box is a bit cliche, too. People do it all the time on sneaking missions. Wow, you're so cool. I want to go on a sneaking mission, too. Can you not give innocent little children strange ideas? Becomes like Solid Snake. Thank you so much for helping me find Toddy. What a relief. I found a great hiding spot too. And stop calling me Toddy already. Aw, why? You're always gonna be Toddy to me. At least no one ended up hurt or lost. It's really late now though, so both of you need to head along home, alright? What? We've barely gotten started. Now Locomo needs to hide. What? I think we need to stop for tonight and go home. You're going home. Losers have to do what the winners say, right? Ugh, fine, I'm going. Good boy. Take care of both of you. Later. Wait for me, Toddy. Thank you so much for finding him for me. Not much, but you can have these pretty stones as a thank you. How did the kid get so much U material? Thanks. Come on, what's taking you so long? Hurry up or I'm gonna leave you behind. I'm coming. Well, that takes care of that. I never would have expected you to be so good with kids. I suppose. You find kids that age on the battlefield too. That's... Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, we ended up getting sidetracked, but I think it's about time we head to the bar to meet Captain Claire. Fine by me. That works. Okay, all that's left is to go meet Claire.
This is where Claire said to meet her, right?
Yeah, this looks like the place.
Oh, looks like the place. Kinda sucks that the bonus AP I get on non-quests they aren't recorded very easily here. Well, it looks like this is the place. Are we done looking around? After we meet with the captain, we probably won't have any time to look around tonight. I guess we could look around a bit more. I wonder what all the commotion this evening was about. This is the first time I've seen armored cars on the streets of Ruhr. I doubt I'd understand what they were arguing about even if you told me, but I wish they'd stop fighting. Showing off the courageous, they really drove up our sails. Alright, I'd say this calls for a celebratory drink on the way home. Anyone else worth talking to? Vance's, this diner near the west exit of town is getting pretty popular. Their food's great for the price and the waitress is pretty cute too. How could any laborer not love it? Anyone... Alright, and I guess it's back to... there. Enter! That's strange. It kind of, it looks like, almost looks like it let me walk away one more time after opening the door.
All right, now to find Captain Claire. Oh, wow.
Oh, she's all dressed up too.
I guess it makes sense that she wouldn't come here in uniform.
The charms of an older woman, eh?
Screenshot!
I think I'll manage.
I got a lot accomplished today. I said I earned myself a drink in a nice place like this. Oh, are you together? Welcome to F. Would you like something to eat? Is this worth getting? Not really. Alright, now I get started on the reports. I swear, do Harves and Gregor have do anything other than play around? They have no aspirations higher than improving a remote-controlled car.
Sorry I kept you waiting.
Don't worry about it. Oh.
Hi.
Yeah, I kind of ran into her on the way here and told her she could come along. That's not a problem, is it?
Not at all. I assume you've been surveying the town while acting as Rain's bodyguard?
Sounds like you've done your homework.
The intelligence division has told me a little. Anyway, I think we might attract a little too much attention if we stay at the counter. What do you say we get a table for 3? It's good to see you both. I think this may be the first time we've been able to have a proper conversation.
You may be right. I was hoping I'd get the chance to sit down and talk with you too, actually.
Oh?
You sure you don't want me to go?
That's not what I mean. I have a lot of questions. Like, about why Milliam transferred into our class, for example.
Is she trying to spy on us?
But there's one really fundamental question that would go a long way toward answering a lot of the others. What exactly is it that you and Chancellor Osborne are trying to accomplish?
This is gonna take a dark turn.
Let's look at that standoff at the Provincial Army earlier this evening. It's hard for me to feel much sympathy for them after they drove armored cars right into the middle of the city. But maintaining order in the provinces is generally accepted to be the duty of the provincial armies. Maybe it's just me, but it seemed an awful lot like you were just trying to provoke them by belittling their authority.
It did look like your people were picking a fight.
Oh, it's jurisdiction
Viewed
competition.
without the proper context, I can see how it might look like that. But right now, the factional conflict in the Empire is nearly at its breaking point. Crossbell is buzzing with talk of independence, and Calvert is still weathering its immigration disputes. In such volatile times, there's a very real need to create a far more expansive network to help maintain public order. The only organizations that are up to the challenge are the Railway Military Police and the Intelligence Division.
And they both happen to be closely aligned with Osborne.
That may be the case.
Still, your boss is the one making those conflicts worse.
I can't deny that. But at the very least, the Chancellor is acting with a sense of integrity. He hasn't stooped so low as to give aid to terrorists, unlike some others I could name.
Or at least not get caught doing so.
I want you to at least understand that.
Wait, so...
Wow, she really said it.
She's not even gonna deny that the noble faction is aligned with is working with the ILF.
So the noble faction's been the one backing the terrorists, huh?
I'm afraid there's no longer any doubting it. We've all but confirmed the involvement of Duke Cayenne, the most prominent representative of the 4 great houses.
Hopefully he doesn't turn out to be C. Because if we ever have to beat up C and it turns out to be Cayenne, I can imagine that would not go down very well for us legally. Even if he did turn out to be a terrorist, so, you know, it still look really bad for us to be beating up a really important noble.
The 3 airships the Imperial Liberation Front have been using have been traced back to Ordis as well.
Of course, just because his name starts with C doesn't mean he's really Comrade C. Plus, he might have a tough time keeping his goatee inside of that helmet. And Comrade C doesn't really speak in a refined manner either. He mostly tries not to speak. Tries not really to speak in a really distinctive way at all. I think just to make it even hard to identify him. Wait a minute, Captain Claire. What if Claire is C? What if C turns to be a girl? Her name starts with a C. Oh no! Too many people whose names start with C.
I'd wondered how they got their hands on those.
I've heard the Duke is just a gaudy old man, but... Eustace's brother came to pick him up in Legram, didn't he?
That's what Toval told us. And now, Rufus just so happens to pop up on another of his secret trips. Captain Claire, what's going on in Ruhr? And how are Elisa's family and the Reinford Company involved?
I guess it's time to get to the matter I called you here for in the first place. The Railway Military Police is currently weighing the possibility of a forced inspection of Reinford's first factory.
Sounds serious.
The first factory belongs to one of Reinford's major divisions, right?
Correct. It's one of the main divisions and handles the bulk of the company's iron and steel processing, among other things. They're also currently under suspicion of something I'm not at liberty to discuss with you right now. The two of you are aware that project management at Reinford is split up across several major branches, right?
Could some of those branches be working with the terrorists and the noble faction?
It is?
Oh boy.
And on top of that, she's got her hands in the development of our ARCUS units too. It's way too much work for one person. How many projects does Mother have under her wing right now?
Well, I'm afraid I can't give a simple answer to that. But suffice to say, the chairman only knows about a small number of the projects in development by the Reinford group. Lately, the directors have...
So it's kind of hypocritical of her to call out the noble faction for working with the terrorists when Osborn was obviously taking help from Ouroboros in the Sky trilogy.
Come to think of it, I overheard Elisa and Sharon talking about something like that.
For years now, Reinford has been the Empire's heavyweight when it comes to heavy industry and manufacturing.
Of course, it's possible that Claire isn't completely aware of her boss's plans.
The company is split into different divisions that handle things like steel production, railways, weaponry, and tools. The problem is that those divisions have simply become too large. Large enough to have their own internal allegiances, some to the nobles, with others supporting the Reformist faction.
Are you serious?
So even companies are taking sides.
I'm sure Irina Reinford is aware of this to at least some extent as the company's chairman. But the self-supporting accounting system she introduced has the side effect of granting each division a long leash. Because of that, I doubt even she has a full grasp of the situation.
So, the first factory you guys have your sights set on for that inspection is aligned with the noble faction, I assume.
You assume correctly. And the provincial army is doing everything it can to stop us from carrying out that investigation. That's what led to this evening's quarrel. I imagine Chairman Irina is currently doing her utmost to rein in all the divisions and get them back in line.
I'm looking at Process Lasso on my other screen. It looks like it's only using 4 of the virtual cores effectively. I guess this game is more suited for a quad-core performance, huh? That's for sure.
Thing is, when she seized control of the company 5 years ago, she had to rely on support from both sides. Being indebted to them like that, I have my doubts she'll be able to target the underlying problem.
It's sounding shadier by the minute.
You can say that again. The situation seems even more dire than I thought. And while all this is going on, the factional conflict keeps burning hot across the rest of the Empire.
I've told you as much as I can right now. Tensions are mounting all over the country, but Ruhr has an extra fuse of its own. Try to gain an understanding of the crisis unfolding here. Then do your best to stay out of it.
They never stay out of it. Trail's protagonists always get involved in everything.
Whatever other lessons Class 7 takes away from this field study, I hope that ends up on the list. I wish you the best with the remainder of your field study. Please have the bill sent to the Railway Military Police Branch Office in Ruhr Station.
Certainly. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Wait! The bill!
Looks like she just picked up our tab. She gave us some good intel, too. For free, even.
I can't just go running after her now. Looks like we owe her one.
So, you like the mature type, huh? She's sorta like Sarah. Except responsible and composed.
You can say that again. Oh.
Must be yours.
Hello? Reen Schwarzer speak.
Reen, what are you doing?
Oh, it's just you, Elisa.
What do you mean it's just you? Is it true some girl invited you out for a night on the town?
Who told you that? Did Sharon tell you?
Whoa, hold on. A late night date? I thought you only had eyes for me, Reen.
Best bromance ever.
Anyway, good job, kiddo. You better spill all the details later, huh?
Oh boy.
He'll do no such thing.
Now, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Fee was with him too.
Still, it was rash of you to go out on your own without at least consulting us.
That's strange. Maki's voice and sound as filtered as the others.
Ready to head back?
Yeah, I think that'd be for the best.
That is strange indeed. Oh good, it does list finding Fee without help.
Keep up the good work.
Meanwhile, oh boy. I'm sure those. Let's see. Whoa.
The time has come.
He's not even talking with them directly.
First Heimdall, then Crossrail. Now you shall be the fairer to witness our conviction.
As you wish.
We'll hit him so hard, they'll be picking up the pieces for weeks. You heard the boss, man. Tomorrow's a red-letter day for us. A real do-or-die moment, in every sense of the word.
All our preparations will be rewarded soon, when we sweep in and take the Chancellor's head. Keep your eyes on the prize, and give it all you've got!
Seriously, what did Osborn do to cause a member of the church to turn against him like this? Did he, maybe something he did, maybe he like annexed a church or something? I don't know. But if he did that, that would go really badly with the more religious members of Erebonia.
Yeah!
So tired.
The air here's so fresh, especially for a city with this many factories. Must be because we're up in the mountains.
I'll say, compared to the capital, the air quality is pristine.
Well, the capital does have a few 100,000 more people living there. Sure is a nice day today, isn't it, Elisa?
Not as nice as last night must have been.
I told you, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll bet you are. I cannot believe you! After all those things you said to me last night, you go rushing out to meet another girl!
Ooh, the skies might be clear, but I'm sensing a stormy forecast today.
Oh no, is this gonna prevent them from forming a combat link?
Well, all things considered, even if we assume Captain Claire is trustworthy, I'm not sure how wise it was to go out on your own.
I know. In hindsight, I regret keeping it to myself.
Still, it was pretty bold of Captain Claire to show up alone to meet Reen. Even dressed down, I wouldn't have thought she'd go out alone with the Provincial Army on patrol.
I'm guessing she's more than strong enough to handle herself. Not sure what her weapon of choice is, though.
I wish I could have seen her all dolled up, though. But she was a real knockout. Come on, that would put a spring in any man's step. I don't blame you for sneaking out alone.
Oh! No! It's not like I knew she was going to show up wearing a cocktail dress. I swear!
You seemed pretty taken by her when she showed up yesterday, though.
Oh no!
And your eyes were glued to her right up until she left the scene.
Oh, really?
Run! Oh no! No combat link for these two today.
So while we were enjoying a quiet evening, you were out carousing with a beautiful woman, were you? You lucky son of for shame, Reen! We're here representing the Academy on a field study!
Oh, even Machias.
I swear, you guys are just making things up at this point. But thanks to the information I got from her, we have a pretty good idea what's going on here in Ruhr. And now that we know, we should be able to do something about it. What do you think, Elisa?
Yeah, I'm in.
So in short, the first factory did something to catch the eye of the Railway Military Police, prompting an inspection. And all the while, the Provincial Army has been here blatantly trying to prevent them from doing that?
Yeah, something suspicious.
Let's not forget that the first factory is run by none other than the Noble faction.
I know that the divisional directors have been operating without much in the way of executive oversight for years now. But Mother always allowed it. She thought that encouraging competition among the divisions would yield more innovations.
Yeah, that sounded like a good idea on paper until the terrorists came along.
I never thought that'd lead to something like this.
Seems like the lesser of two evils.
By the way, hearing about the first factory made me curious. Do the other divisions have their own political allegiances?
Well, to give you a basic idea... This is a bit oversimplified, of course. Divisions are made up of many people, and they all have their own opinions. But the positions of each division's directors are clear as day, though. The first and second factories in particular have had a pretty fierce rivalry going on between them for years. But even still, I wouldn't have expected the first factory to do something flagrant enough to prompt a military inspection.
Neither would I.
Alright, we're gonna do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of this. And when we tie this up all nice and neat for her, even my mother will have to admit she's grateful to us.
Sounds like a plan.
That's the spirit.
Offhand, I'd say this falls under the scope of our field study too.
Thanks, everyone.
Sounds like we're in for a ride.
Anyway, let's take a look at the field study tasks Sharon gave us for today.
Alright, let's see what we got. Day 2. Norcia Highway Monster. The Hydra. This is required, so do it last. Shots fired. They want us to test an orbital gun. Similar to what Oliver had to do back in SC. He had to kill enemies with that test gun. Crying over lost milk. Milk is missing. It's a cat. Alright. Any would-be hero should come talk to me at my house next to the dining bar F.
Yeah, I think we can handle these.
It's still 8 AM, so we have plenty of time to work our way through the list.
And while we're doing that, we can ask the people we meet about how things stand between Reinford's divisions. Look alive, everyone. It's time to get to work.
Right. Roger.
Gotcha.
Alright, they rearranged my party too. Alright, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe.